everybody, my name is Melissa. For my Stackathon, I really wanted to dive into data visualizations and to learn D3, which is a really powerful and flexible library. You can create like anything that you can imagine, not just basic formats. So I actually went through a course and did some of the projects that they had. And then I decided to utilize the data, some of the data sets that they had, and to sort of expand on it. So the first data visualization I want to show you guys is it's a clone of from Gapminder, which promotes UN development goals. So here you can see starting in 1800 through 2014. This is by continent, so Africa, Americas, Asia, and Europe. How GDP grows and what life expectancy is like. And so you can kind of just see what's happening. You can also, for instance, you want to see what's going on with just Africa. You can also pause it, kind of scan, see where things go. We can see that in the 1900s, there's just some real growth, and you can also see comparing. One thing that's interesting, if you watch right as we get to 1918, go back, there's a huge drop because of World War I. So yeah, so this provides some interactivity for users so that they can more meaningfully understand the data. So that's that one. I also want to show you guys. So I explored with this format called a treemap, which is a hierarchy. So the parent nodes are going to be the continents here. So we have Asia in orange, the Americas in green, Europe in red, and Africa in purple. And there's a couple different ways we can look at this data. So this is just the top 50 GDPs. We can see here's the United States, China, Japan, and India almost make up that. And in the top 50, we can see the disparity between GDP of the Americas versus Africa. And then I sort of just wanted to see different ways that we could compare. So it's creating the size of it based on the size of the GDP. Here is by population. So China and India make up a huge amount of the population. In fact, Asia makes up most of the world's population. We can also look at income per capita, as well as life expectancy. And this is all for 2014. And I think that probably the population GDP are better candidates for getting something meaningful from this data. But it is interesting to see that the life expectancy is very, even though there's still a large gap in income, overall, and I'll go back to this one, we can see that life expectancy has gone up a dramatic amount in the last 200 years. So that's my project.